75
Get out.
of this cooking show.
What?
75 of them. Going live in 3, 2. Cooking with Debbie and friends. Cooking with Debbie and friends. We'll make some good food, talk about marriage and parenting too. Self-care and budgeting and some recipes for life.
Yeah.
Cooking with Debbie and friends.
Hi, everybody. Happy Sunday, Debbie Grohl. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. There's Tony. Tony always loves to be the first. Hi, Richard. 100 episodes. Almost.
We're almost there.
We are at...
We've got a few more. So we're doing one more show next Sunday and a show on Tuesday, and then we'll be at 100.
Welcome, everybody, to Cooking with Debbie and Friends. Cooking with Debbie and Friends is a little chat show we do right here in my kitchen with my superstar husband, Travis Townsend.
Since this time last year, we have gotten together and made some really great meals, some easy, some disastrous, one in particular, and we stream out to Facebook and YouTube, so if you're on one of those channels, please hit that like button and share so that your friends know. And Scott's already, the Instapot returns. Dun,
Instapot
dun, dun.
returns. Dun, dun, dun.
And we stream to those.
And we stream to those platforms so that you can talk with each other. And just because this is our second to the last show,
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that you can't see these episodes and enjoy them over and over, or download our podcast so that you can listen to those. We actually have one more podcast coming up. We are saving one of the best for last, and that is a discussion with real life married couple, Nancy and David Huggins, Nancy Thurston and David Huggins, who are a superstar couple. They are stunt people.
Really?
They're stunt coordinators.
Really, real stunt people.
Real stunt people. So we will tell you some of the shows that they've been in. He's been all over Mission Impossible, stunting for Tom Cruise, and she was 8 years on Charmed, stunting for the actress that played Piper.
And you guys have seen her because we've shown Debbie's eBay commercial before, and that's actually... She stunted for Debbie. So that moment where Debbie runs on the freeway and jumps up onto the back of a flatbed truck, that's Nancy Thurston. That's how
Nancy.
we met her.
And she is darling. And they have the best stories, the best work stories.
Just the best demeanor, too, and outlook on life. These are people that get set on fire for a living, and they're so sweet. It's funny. Launched
into space.
Uh-huh.
And he's the one that tethers her into the launch thing. And I said, what if you're having a fight or a bad day? And she's delightful, though. She came out, and when I was a room mom for 3rd grade, she came out to talk to the kids. And I had to keep reminding her, you can't tell these kids. So setting myself on fire is my favorite stunt.
Yeah, no, because... they'll set themselves on fire. Let's say hi to a few people.
Let's say hi to everybody.
Of course, Debbie Grohl, Richard, my dad, Monica, hi kids, Fabian, time to even the score.
Yes.
With the Instapot, yes, it is. Mike and Linda, good to see you guys here.
Yay, Mike and Linda.
Thank you, Monica. She says, congratulations,
Thank you.
proud of you. It has been a pretty big feat to do this. We were doing the cooking show twice a week, all the way up until, I think, October or November.
Yeah,
it's a lot of work for her, especially with prepping.
And as a comedian, all our work went away. And it was really, I lost a little bit of my identity in not having work and connecting with an audience. And, you guys know the story because you watch the show. But, every now and then I sit back and go, because Nancy's and David's episode will be our 99th show, if we're combining cooking and talk.
Right.
And then our next show next Sunday is going to be a clip show with things that you have to say. That's our 100th show. So I'm sitting here going, I wasn't a comedian that rested on my laurels or tried to do Zoom shows, because those, for me, were disastrous.
Every comedian, even the ones that are doing it well, say that they're very difficult to do, those Zoom shows.
Yeah. So, I'm going to turn the oven off.
Yeah, it's a little hot. Let's say hi to a few more people. Eva is here.
Hi, Eva.
See Eva and
So,
Suzanne.
To step out and say, this is our 98th show. 100 is approaching. We did all that in 1 year. Is pretty amazing. And some of you have watched all of them. And we couldn't thank you more from the bottom of our hearts. We want to say thank you. Hi, Pat Thompson.
And Eva says you look like a happy homemaker.
I am a happy homemaker, but I'm ready to head out to Vegas. That's another reason we are stopping the show is more of you like me are headed back to work. I'm headed to the MGM Cinco de Mayo through Mother's Day.
Cinco de Madres Day.
Cinco de Madres Day. Yep. And I'm so fortunate to be doing a show with my big brother, Brad Garrett. I love him. Love him. And it's going to be the two of us. And he's so silly because when I'm there, he MCs. But really, he's a superstar. So he should be the headliner. But he gives that spot to me. And but trust me, I make sure you get your money's worth seeing Brad. He is amazing. We have so much fun.
Guy.
So I'm really nervous because it's 14 months since I've even put high heels on and gone on a stage and just stepped on a stage. So I'm nervous.
I'm not.
I'm nervous. I know.
I'm not nervous at all.
My friend Sam Fideli, who's also a comedian, he said, Deb, it's like a duck to water. You'll be fine. You'll just get right in there and do it. So I'm really looking forward to getting back to work. Also, HBO Max has picked up a special I was in called Las Chingonas, which is a bad word in English, so I'm not going to translate, but they were just like 5 powerful, fierce female comedians, some of the best Latino talent in the United States, and I'm so honored to be considered one of those people.
So that'll be available on HBO Max, but we'll let you know.
We'll let you know about that. So we've got some things coming up. So anyway,
let's say hi to the rest of the people, and then let's tell them what we're making and start making this.
And then
I'm hungry. I didn't have breakfast this morning.
Okay.
Pilar, you are going to miss out on some delicious spaghetti and some hugs because we tried to call you earlier. And
yeah, so there. Okay.
Paula Gelman. Hi, guys.
Hi, Paula.
Debbie, I'm going to miss trying to beat you, Tony. Vegas, baby. See Debbie now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Vegas, baby. So those of you that tuned in for the Instapot show, it was a fiasco.
I was going to say the Instapot fiasco. We sort of made up for it the next day, kind of. The next show, which was 2 days later, with that brisket. That was delicious. Remember those little sliders?
Yeah, that was good.
That was pretty amazing.
But I think the most important thing about that Instapot show is you guys were so amazingly supportive. You guys are like, don't worry, we can fix this. Take your chicken out, wash your Instapot, let's start over. And so at one point I looked at the camera and I go, we're really cooking with friends.
She was mad at me because
I was furious.
I volunteered her for that show.
What a jerk.
Yeah, well.
And didn't even tell me.
When else are we going to use this? I have another brand new Martha Stewart pressure cooker, and I'm like, she's going to use this damn thing come hell or high water. And so I said, wait, we're going to do an Instapot thing. And so we did. And look at you now.
This is the only second time I've used it. And you know what it is? It's like, because the Instapot, we're like, hey, let's cook with the Instapot. And the Instapot said,
positive
the hell you were.
Like that.
The Instapot is like, I don't think so, bitch.
The Instapot did say that.
Yeah, I don't think so, bitch. So today, you're mine, you MFer. You're mine. We're going to do this. Yes, we're going to successfully cook with the Instapot. Audrey, yes, we are.
Yeah.
Audrey ran...
And Peggy, good to see you too.
Audrey ran all her errands just so that she could watch today. Hi, Peggy. By the way, if I look gorgeous, it's because Peggy dropped off some amazing new skin care from Avon that is in this Korean line. And Peggy, feel free to put in the comments what that particular line is. I've been using it faithfully for a month, and I love what it's done for my skin. So thank you so much.
So no offense to all the friends that you grew up with or anything, but like every time we see one of them, you look 20 years younger than them.
Aww.
That means they look really old, but you don't look old.
Stop it.
Let's get this plugged in.
Brad and I are the same age, and one time we were backstage, and he said, "How old are you, honey?" And I told him, I can't remember what I was at the time, 58, 59. And he goes,
No.
he said, "I'm the same age." Oh, he said, "I'm the same age."
Okay, so...
And then he stopped and he goes, "God, I look bad." All right, here we go.
Just tell the people what we're doing.
We're cooking spaghetti and meatballs in this damn Instapot. We're going to figure it out. And I got the easiest recipe possible. Travis and I did a dry run on Friday night, and it worked out pretty good. This meal is easy peasy lemon squeezy, people.
Is that the dance you do?
That's the dance. We're starting with frozen meatballs. Keep this in mind. Easy today. Easy peasy. From start to finish, 20 minutes, and you're at your table. All right. Frozen meatballs. We need 16 ounces or 16 meatballs. So this is half the bag because, like I said,
hang on. I'm gonna show the people. So go ahead and put those in there in one layer.
One layer.
And it just so happened that particular brand, I think, what is it? Selects First Street had exactly the right amount to do half on Friday and half tonight.
Because we were practicing. So I've got half my meatballs in there. Now I'm going to take my spaghetti, right?
Okay.
I swear to God, if this doesn't work today, I'm going to put this damn pot out on the street. You know what? I'm going to let you do this. You just wash your hands because you've got a stronger grip. Then it says you take 16 ounces. I'm sorry. How much is this?
Half of a bag.
Half a bag of your average half a bag of spaghetti. So Travis is going to go ahead and he's going to break those up. Now the problem we have on Friday is some of those kind of cook together.
It says crisscross them. So
it says crisscross, but we're going to separate them a little bit more with our hands there.
Okay. Then the olive oil.
Then 1 tablespoon of olive oil.
All right. And
I'm looking for, maybe I shouldn't. Red chili pepper. I should have grabbed it beforehand.
Might be a little extra.
Okay.
There might be a little extra olive oil in there. Shh. Go ahead.
How much extra?
Just a couple tablespoons.
What? Did you really do that?
Come on.
Don't you embarrass me in front of my friends on this show.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, and then...
So this is going to take about 10 minutes to even build up pressure.
And then, so we've got the crisscross spaghetti, we've got the olive oil, we've got 2 cups of water.
Right.
1 jar of your favorite spaghetti sauce.
And this one is just a Prego. Well.
It called for no salt or pepper, so that's how we did it. When we ran a little taste test, we said, you know what, it could have used a little spicing up. You could use a little bit of red pepper. The reason the Instapot kind of intimidates me is because you have to season everything afterwards, unless you have a particular recipe that is perfect. Let's see what they're saying. Hi, BG. Hi, Marcia. Oh, Peggy, you're always so nice to me. Replying to... Oh, now you guys are talking to each other. Okay.
Right. I'm just going to make sure that all of this is covered.
Somebody has my bag. Fabian. He only put in a little extra olive oil. Okay, so are we getting a shot of what that looks like?
Yeah, they can see that one.
So just really quick, because we're talking, if you're a dad or a mom or just, cooking for your spouse, it's just the meatballs, the spaghetti, olive oil, water, the jar of sauce. I mean, you can do that in moments. Now we're going to, you tell me.
Pressure cook, it's at 10 minutes. Very easy to, let's see. So I just turned it on, 10 minutes, just pressure cook, and it's going to take a little bit to start, but once it builds up pressure, then it's going to start cooking. So it's not actually going to start cooking until about 10 minutes from now.
Right.
So in the meantime, Debbie's going to make this delicious salad.
Again, we're doing easy peasy because a lot of you guys are going back to work. The kids are going back to school face-to-face, and you're looking for some easy dinners.
It's oil. I don't want you to get it on.
As much as I am a budget queen when it comes to grocery shopping, there are some shortcuts to take that I think are absolutely worth it. One is a mixed bag of mixed greens or lettuce or, any kind of greens you like. They're already washed for you and in a bag. And that is really a time saver right there. Go ahead and use that. The frozen meatballs in here are a time saver. Now all I'm doing is I'm just dropping in.
Did you want to cut those?
Do you want me to cut them? I'll cut them.
Let's cut them.
Okay.
We have a little bit of time.
We do. We do. All right. So, to get kind of a head start here, guys, what were some of your memorable episodes or some of your memorable recipes? We can kick you off with a couple. We started with the Instapot because that was downright nuts. These have already been washed as well. You don't want to wash your tomatoes until you have to use them. All your produce. You don't want to do it until you... Why is that all the way over there?
You put it there, lady.
Okay. So, the Instapot was a good one. What else, Travis?
You know what? Honestly, I missed some of Pilar's little drink segments.
I do
Everyone
too.
really responded nicely to those, and she had some things that I wouldn't have thought to order.
Yeah, and as time went on, and we're watching just like TV shows that offered food segments, they started coming up with like the pink drink that she made and the cold brew. So she was ahead of herself on some of these drinks, And
It's almost like they were watching her segment.
Yeah. Oh, Audrey said she loved the lasagna roll-ups. You know who else said that? Audrey was Debbie Ferguson said she loved the roll-up sections. The roll-up shows. That was really, really good. I think it was like 4 lasagna rolls fit into one little mini
those were good.
loaves. And they're so good. Every time I made a bunch, and every time I go to my mom's, I drop off some because, she can have 2 for lunch and 2 for dinner or, 2 the next day. Oh, Diana said she loves pouring with Pilar. She's a barista. So that was fun to have Pilar do that. I think one of her best recipes was the cold brew. We had people sending us pictures of them doing the cold brew.
I had a friend show up at work with it too, so that was really good.
Yeah, so that might be something that you want to consider as you're going back to work, is to cut down your Starbucks budget and make a cold brew and take it with you all day. The roll-ups were the perfect size, Diana says, about the lasagna. It was, and because now and then I make dinners for my mom and I drop them off, I'm looking for a senior appetite. They don't eat a whole lot, so just those little roll-ups were perfect for her. 1, maybe 2. So Fabian said he loved the Sloppy Joe recipe. That was a good one.
Really good.
And what about that Sloppy Joe recipe is that his husband Scott sent me the most beautiful note about how it tasted like his mom's Sloppy Joe recipe, and he had missed it. And something we realized on the Sloppy Joe recipe is we didn't know you're supposed to serve Sloppy Joes with tater tots. What did we do?
That's how it was always served in school.
What did we do? French fries?
Honestly, I can't remember.
I can't remember if anybody remembers.
Food's a blur for us.
You guys, we did 70-something different recipes. We didn't repeat anything except for maybe a salad dressing here and there.
Yeah.
So, look at Audrey. Yeah. My very absolute favorite was the Instapot #1 show. Oh my God. I thought I was going to cry. I think I did cry. Hey, remember when my cake pops didn't turn out and I was ready to cry too? That was a good one. Chocolate dip pretzels. Oh my God, there's always a huge hit. Yes, Suzanne, they are. I'm sorry to say goodbye to them for the summer because they're very fragile. So.
It's hard to do those in the hot weather because they don't. You got to keep the room a certain temperature while you're mixing the chocolate and dipping and stuff.
Eva said chocolate caliente. Oh, yeah. Remember Pilar made us those really yummy hot chocolate drinks around October?
And the cider drink that she made was really good.
Yeah.
For food, I like those little sliders that I mentioned earlier that we did in the Instapot. But you know what I really liked was those potato tacos that you did. Potato
tacos. My friend...
You're only supposed to do that when you spill, I think.
My friend Yolanda, who you might remember at the beginning of our show, she was diagnosed with COVID and put into the hospital and on a respirator for quite a while. And where was I going with this?
I think you're going to talk about the potato tacos, but that was the next
Her
week.
Mother-in-law makes potato tacos, because one day I said, I don't know what to do with my leftover mashed potatoes. And, I know shepherd's pie, you can do that, but sometimes you don't have that much, and you don't want to throw them away. And so her mother-in-law made mashed potato tacos, and they were delicious. Very
good, yep.
Really good. All you need to serve with sloppy joes are wet naps. Yes. Yeah. Colorful Jell-O look great. Mike Bilberry, we almost got divorced on that episode. Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah, that took hours and hours for me to film each layer, and then the layer hardened, and then we did another layer and let it harden. I mean, literally, we were working on that until 11 p.m. the night before, and then I forgot to show the video.
Oh my God. That was crazy. That made our sizzle reel. We should show people our sizzle reel.
Yeah, we'll put that up next week.
Yeah, next week we'll show you our sizzle reel, which is a 3-minute pitch to television shows about, what your show is about. And you'll be happy to see some of your comments made it into the sizzle reel. Mm-hmm. Anyway, that Jell-O was crazy.
And it was good. It was delicious.
It was really good. It was
Monica
really good.
and Diana talking about the mystery basket. Mystery basket from BG, the surprise menu, pig's feet were super hilarious.
Yeah.
That was hard to do.
That was so hard.
I felt bad for Debbie, and also I was laughing like a child inside.
That's not nice.
It was pretty funny. Have you seen the episode?
No.
You should watch it.
Shut up.
Because your wheels were turning. There was smoke coming out of your ears. You were going to make something with that.
I was. And you know what I loved? I loved Diana and Pilar both Pinteresting as fast as they could. Like pig's feet and licorice.
Yeah. That was rough to get
It's so funny because we did turn out a really good recipe. I think Mike Bilberry was really inspirational on that. And we got the pecan, candied pecan covered chicken, and we were kind enough to take Joe and BG a delicious dinner and a bag of crap. I'm like, here's your junk, here's your pig's feet. I don't know what she did with those after that.
I don't know what she could have done with those. My dad would have eaten them though.
Yeah. So anyways, we've got this going. Like I said, Instapot. I'm gonna slap you, Travis. I'm going to slap you.
I don't even care
I'm going to slap
point.
you. If this knife wasn't dirty, I would hit you with it.
Okay.
I'm going to hit you with it anyway.
More people love the... I know, Audrey. Audrey saying the mystery basket was hilarious. Travis, payback is a bitch.
Right.
I realize this.
Oh, my gosh.
And I shouldn't be trying to mess around with the knife so close to her.
Can I say a couple things about cooking really quickly here? When you're looking at a recipe and you want to get as much as you can... on your counter, ready to go to make things quick for cleanup. You want to have a dish towel that, like an older dish towel. It's so funny because we have the ones that Debbie made us that we never touch.
Yeah, we don't ever use these beautiful ones.
But you get a dish towel, a clean dish towel, and you get a little wet. And every time you're opening something like your Worcestershire, why would I pick that one? Why would I pick that one?
I don't know.
Your ketchup, your vinegars, your oils, whatever you're pouring, give it a quick wipe down before you put it back in. That's one tip. Another tip is, you made me forget my tips. Oh, I remembered. Always look your recipe over to see if it calls for water. Sometimes they don't put it in the ingredients. And you have to stop everything to go get 2 cups of water. I know it's one little step, but check your recipe to make sure that, or if you cook with bottled water, make sure that you can get to your water. Mm-hmm. Because a lot of times they leave it out in a recipe, and that's key. And then if you don't read your directions all the way, like this Instapot recipe didn't say water, but in the directions it says add 2 cups of water. So make sure you read your whole direction step by step to see if there's anything that you need to add: salt, pepper, water, because sometimes they don't include that in the recipe. Packaged stuff is great. These packaged salads that come plain are wonderful. The packaged salads that come with the dressings are fantastic. And here's a little trick that my daughter told me, Rhea, and that was, the packaged salads where they're getting rid of all of them because you're like, that's it, they're going off the shelf tomorrow. Buy what you can up, because if you open it up, the salad dressing and the little crudité.
Even if it goes bad, you can get those little extras.
You get those extras, and those are often marked at another month before it expires. So toss the lettuce and go ahead and, you bought yourself some salad dressing, which is great for a salad to go, and toppings for a salad to go. Save those. When you're ordering
because let me say that, because sometimes Debbie makes me a salad for my lunch. Yes, she makes my lunch every day.
I make his lunch every. We did an episode.
She'll put it in these little containers, and sometimes they come open and they spill all over my lunch. Those would be perfect for that.
Yeah.
So Mike says, I thought you guys were fabulous with the entire production. Oh, thanks, Mike. Multiple cameras, intro song, lead-ins for other segments, photos with podcasts.
Hell of a job. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that, Mike. Oh, I loved your honesty on the show. We had some really honest moments, we talked about depression, not feeling like you wanted to cook for that day, what to do when one of you is depressed and one of you isn't. What happens if we're both blue on the same day?
Well, especially when we were quarantining, it was really hard, which is why the theme song came up. We'll make some good food, talk about marriage and parenting too, self-care and budgeting and recipes for life. All of that sort of thing, speaking of the theme song, Mike, all of that was supposed to encompass what we were going through and what we tried to put into the show, which was, really what we were experiencing, and we wanted to share an honest, authentic look at our lives. And also, forever, I've been telling Debbie she should do her own show about cooking because she's such an amazing cook. I never realized how much work until we started the show she would put into a lot of these recipes.
There are a lot of people that put a lot of work into their cooking, and if you're like me, if you've been cooking most of the pandemic, you're well over 1,000 meals at this point. You know?
And then we come home from wherever and start scarfing it down. You're like, oh, there was cheese in this? That's what did Pilar say?
She was eating ravioli one time. I go, hey, come on, take it easy. You're not even tasting the cheese. And she goes, there's cheese in this?
Food coming out. Oh, there's cheese in this? And I'm over there looking down too. Really?
So look for these shortcuts, especially if you're going back to work, if the kids are going back to school. Look for some of these shortcuts. Find good restaurants. We found another great restaurant in our neighborhood, or not too far away from us, and great prices, great food, and said, you know what, they do tacos for $1.50 on Tuesday. Guess what? No one's cooking on Tuesdays. We're going to do Taco Tuesday. So do what you can to keep you sane, because we're not out of this yet, and we're going into this cautiously, and it's going to be weird when you're out there.
Yeah, it's weird when you're out there, but we're ready. All of us were ready to start interacting and
I'm waiting for this thing to do something.
Doing stuff. It's not going to do anything. It's still building up pressure.
Okay.
Which is why you hear that every now and then a little sound.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're still in this, but we're moving out very soon. I think, close to the summer. Mm-hmm. Into the summer, we'll be able to start hugging friends and stuff again, which is going to be awesome.
I think another thing that we want to leave you with is, hi Sandra, another thing we want to leave you with is, I can smell that spaghetti sauce, is that we took good care of people and they took good care of us. And it was pretty common to receive a dinner or a dessert or something delivered to our door, and we would do the same thing for others. And we hope that you do that too. We hope that you realize that food can be a gift. Giving somebody the opportunity to just eat a meal out of a container and not have to do dishes is lovely. So we hope that the generosity that we displayed on the show and that you showed us, we hope that continues. Boy, there's a lot going on. Let's read some of these.
Sure.
heading to Pittsburgh on the 26th.
And
Debbie Grow.
Debbie Wheatley Ferguson says, patience, patience. I think she's talking about your Instapot.
I know.
And I'm ready for this. It smells amazing.
Yeah.
The Physo gel. Oh, okay. So Peggy's talking about what she gave to you.
Yeah.
Monica was asking Dr. Belmure. Oh, now it's really starting to make some noise.
I know. Can we talk real quick about our flowers?
I'm not going to touch it. Hang on. Let me finish that statement with this. And Physo gel for the daily skin moisture.
Oh, that's for Monica.
Yeah.
You're reading.
But this is why she's so beautiful. Yes.
Oh, ever since you've been wonderful coming into my home, I'm going to miss you. We're going to miss you guys too. We really are.
And Sandra says she's proud of our endeavors.
Oh, it was fun.
Thank
My
you.
sister says, don't be afraid of the Instapot. It's just making a lot of noise. Is it going to hit?
Oh, no, I see what it's doing.
Is it going to hit that camera?
Yeah, it's fine. This is just a little steam. That little thing right there that's popping up. Let me show the people. That little thing popping up. Once that builds up all the steam, it'll stop. It'll stop right there. So we're almost ready.
I'm nervous.
And then it's going to start cooking for 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. So we still have a little bit of time.
We have a couple tips about the Instapot that we learned because we did a lot of research. One, everything but the base can go into your dishwasher. You can put in the crock, you can put in the lid, you can unscrew the...
I don't know if I would put the rubber gasket in there.
Yeah,
just because it gets hot.
Yeah.
Okay,
but,
there it stopped. What's your problem, lady? It stopped. Okay, now it's going to start cooking.
Now we've got 10 minutes before it's on our plate.
It'll beep when you have 10 minutes. So it's going to beep. Don't jump.
I'm thinking the beauty of this is you can come home from work or from picking up the kids at school, put it all in the one pot, and know that in 20 minutes it'll be ready.
Yeah. And here's another thing about this. Our daughter lost the cable. I was looking at it the day beforehand, and I was thinking, well, a computer cable, from the old towers, the ones with the 3-prong thing, this would work well on this. And then the next day, Debbie said that when Anna Maria and Richard moved, they lost theirs. So Richard found a cable, and it works fine. So if you ever lose your Instapot cable, you can take it from an old computer.
Right. We didn't know that because, you know what, they really get you on appliance, a cord lost on your appliance. So that's nice to know. And our son-in-law wrote us this morning saying, guess what, it worked.
Yeah.
So
Sandra says, I get my second shot on Thursday, so I hope I can see you guys this summer. We hope so too. Sandra Benton is an amazing singer, you guys.
Amazing.
Look her up online. We did an album together of gospel blues music together, and her voice is just so soothing and beautiful. So yes, we need to see you too. Bring you over here. See, I told you. Now you're holding a knife.
I'm okay.
Ay, 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 mujer.
Ay, ay, ay.
Okay, Paula, you ready to give it a try yet? So Paula and Suzanne are talking about this Instapot. Okay. So now we've got 10 minutes. This is the longest it's taken you to ever make a salad. I think you started this 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, but I think if I was making it for the two of us, it would be done in 3 minutes. But that's the beauty of a chat show. So this is cooking. I've got my oven heating up. You can line that with some...
foil.
No. Yeah, you can use foil if you want. I would use parchment paper, whatever you like.
You tell me. This is your show, lady.
I use parchment paper because... frankly it's cheaper than using my big Reynolds Wrap heavy-duty paper. Foil.
Will the silicone work?
The silicone will work fine.
I don't know where the parchment paper is, babe. It's not in there.
Yeah, the silicone works
these
just
little
fine.
Silicone things.
So I'm adding to this some feta cheese. We've made a million salads on this show. We've used walnuts, pecans, garlic breadsticks. Pick them up in your frozen food aisle. So this is how easy this meal is. If we weren't talking, this meal would be done already. Sandra says, I'm nervous about the Instapot too. I'm in your camp. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's the pressure of the steam and... You know, and then I do know there are people that are worried about crock pots, leaving crock pots on in their home all day. So anytime you're using appliances, you need to just make sure that you feel confident with them. And, you know, like I said, you could put this to cook. I know my daughter says that when she's getting ready for work, sometimes she makes her hard-boiled eggs in there. A lot of you said you made hard-boiled eggs. Make your hard-boiled eggs. They come out perfectly in the Instapot. And they're ready to take out for work. Nice. Yeah, Debbie makes yogurt. Anyways, from what I understand, Paula, you still have your Instapot in a box, like my pressure cooker. We got to figure
Martha Stewart pressure cooker.
Yeah, we got to figure.
We should raffle that.
We should raffle them off
on our last show.
Yeah.
Should I put this in?
It's just how much is it going to cost to send a big old...
Let's raffle it off. Get rid of the damn thing. Oh man.
What?
Nothing. A cast iron. Ow, my eyes. The cast iron skillet's in there.
Always make sure. Well, get it out.
Why? It's already hot. It's already at 425 degrees. I'm not pulling that thing out of there. Okay. So heat for 3 to 4 minutes until heated through. Wow, that doesn't take very long.
No.
425 degrees. It's hot.
It's hot in here. So we'll get those cooked up right away.
We can smell that, and in about 60 seconds, we're going to smell the garlic behind us, too.
Yeah.
So what do you got here?
BG says, Instapot is great for making frijoles de olla. I love those. Yeah. I love them. So I just have some feta cheese and the tricolored tomatoes and mixed greens. And my salad dressing. We've made 1 million salads on here. Can you get my beautiful book from my best friend?
Yeah.
We've shown you this book several times on the show, Salt, Fat, Acid, Heat. If you have not seen the documentary, please watch it. If you have little ones or grandchildren, you might love the new show, Waffles and Mochi, which is a show by Mrs. Obama. And she hosts this show. And Waffles and Mochi, they leave the frozen food department to go see little animated puppets. Characters. And they go and they look out in the big grocery store and they learn about vegetables and pasta and fruits, and it's just really a cute little show. Anyway, Sami Nostrat makes a appearance on that. This is the best cookbook ever. If you're looking for a gift for a cook in your life, if you a Mother's Day gift, would be appropriate. It's coming up. This is amazing. Salt, fat, acid,
Here, open
heat.
that up. Let's show them some of the illustrations in it too, because the
illustrations are just beautiful. She has some beautiful illustrations.
Didn't her look at you with your highlighter in there? Cute. She had a friend who illustrated. Yeah.
Look at that, boiling an egg. The different ways to boil an egg.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Some people like a soft boiled egg. So, anyways, this is really a wonderful. Look at this.
Oh yeah, let's show that one.
If you have a cook in your life, I know that he or she, and if you're looking for Mother's Day, she would enjoy this cookbook. Anyway, Samin has several pages dedicated to just salad dressings, and she really gets you to experiment with your olive oil and your vinegars. Travis and I make sure we have white balsamic, red balsamic, champagne vinegar, olive oil. Somebody, I think it was my cousin Sharon, was on the show that said you should try avocado oil. And I looked up avocado oil, and it has really good properties. And I thought, I'm always using olive oil. So we tried avocado oil. And the recipe I found for this is 1/2 cup of balsamic and 1/2 cup of avocado oil. You shake it up, and it's ready to pour on there. Keep these little jars around. This is from cherries when we cooked at Christmas time. Mm-hmm. Run them through your dishwasher. Make sure. So
what happened? Did it make a noise?
No, I hit the spoon and I freaked out.
You hit this wooden spoon? Oh my God.
Travis said I must have been burned in an earlier life.
Yeah, because
I'm so
every time we leave, oh my God, do we leave a candle on? We haven't lit a candle in 7 months. No, you didn't leave one on.
He goes, "You're Catholic. Don't you people do that in churches?"
Yeah, they leave them on all the time. All those little, groupings of...
So, Anyway, what was I saying? Save these little jars. I feel like all our little tips are coming out. Save these jars. They are great for making a dressing real quick. Also, with my mom, who's a senior, I save these little jars because these are perfect for her for one serving of, I'm trying to think what I would put in there for her because it is kind of tiny. But
salsa? Or...
Yeah, I would do a salsa for her in here,
although
so she
makes
doesn't
the
have.
bomb salsa.
Yeah, but this is great. Avocado oil is great for high heat too. That reminds me how much our neighbors help us.
Yeah.
So also send us via message or email what were some of your favorite podcasts, because we're going to put together a whole show and we're going to talk about it next week. We'll be sitting at the table. We'll still have our beautiful flowers. Mm-hmm. We've gotten flowers. We've picked up flowers from...
we have them back here as well?
Yes, we have some back there as well because they last forever.
Yeah, they're still beautiful.
But those are from Rosa and Jasper at Foddy's in Azusa. And they are our favorite florists and they do a wonderful job. And they're also very generous. Like if they came to me and said, do you know a couple women in the community that we could bless them with flowers? So
I don't want to spoil the surprise.
Yeah, but I mean that's something that they do. They go out and they ask some of their people who shop with them, who do you know that deserves some flowers, in the community? A teacher or, a bus driver. So they're just real generous people.
Yeah. So support your local small businesses. There's 2 minutes left on that. The garlic smells crazy good over here. Are you going to dress this, or are we going to dress it right before we eat?
Right before. You know what I'm going to do, Travis, too?
I don't
Another
know.
tip.
No idea what.
Another tip. I'm going to put the salad in bowls dry like this, and then we'll put our dressing on. That way your dressing isn't all, getting the rest of your salad wet, because we're going to probably have more of this at dinner time.
So I'm going to bring a plate.
Sure.
And here's the bowl. We're not ready yet on that. As soon as that goes off, 2 minutes... we're going to do a quick release on the pressure, and these should be done here.
Yes. We did a show one time where I showed everything in my pantry that I use to put things together for salads and for lunches for Travis. So I've got all these mason jars filled. And if you're ever looking for mason jars to buy, go to Michael's or go to Joann's, use your big coupon and get the big box. Get 12 of them. Run them through your dishwasher. They're great to make salad dressings. They're great to send. I pack his lunch with a yogurt parfait in one of them.
Seriously, you should write a book with all these little tips. I'm just saying. Even though a lot of the recipes we've gotten from her best friends, Ree Drummond and Samin Nasrat, a lot of them have a twist or a shortcut, and I think that would be good for you to share with them. I'm just saying. I left those in there for a little bit. My Uncle Joe's here. Good to see you too, brother. Sorry you're late. It's always good just to show up. We're glad to see you there. That's not scotch. That's water. But I'm ready for that because I'm hungry. All I had today was my 3 cups of coffee. Normally it's 2, but on Sundays I have an extra one. And a granola bar. So...
let's trade places.
This is about to go up. You know what that means? Yes, trade places.
Wait, get a dish towel.
No, there's no reason to get a dish towel.
What about the camera?
Yeah, that's going to get wet. Okay. Yeah, and it's shooting out that way.
Pick up breadsticks?
No, but I'm going to do that.
See, Paula?
Oh my gosh. I'm going to show this.
All these are frozen breadsticks. I'm telling you, moms, this is so easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Can't do it like that.
Get your breadsticks in the frozen food aisle. Get your meatballs in the frozen food aisle. Pick up 2 jars of spaghetti sauce, whatever kind you like. You've got meals.
Oh.
You've got 2 dinners right there.
Listen, between the spaghetti sauce that's coming out of here and these golden brown, I'm going to set this here and show the people. And that's a silicone little thing that Deb uses, but those
Pilar taught us
they
smell really good.
Freaking good.
Pilar taught us a lot about sustainability in the kitchen, and I have to say, my first profession before I became a comedian was I was a kindergarten teacher, and every teacher practices sustainability, even when it wasn't cool to do so 30 years ago. Good sounds, Debbie said. Okay. Ah! You're a jerk, Trav. You're a jerk. Don't scare me.
Dottie.
Stop it, Dottie.
It's not ready yet. Just
all right.
Cálmate, mija.
Okay. Actually, we did have this on Friday, and it was delicious. The only thing we thought we could add is a little bit of crushed red pepper, and but we wanted to make it exactly like the. Shall I move this?
Yeah. See, this now, some of these stuck together again.
Yeah, so we had that problem on Friday. It was easy to pull apart with a fork. Nothing that, nothing that couldn't be solved. You can use other kinds of pasta. And to our Instapot specialists out there, do you have a trick so that your pasta doesn't clump together? Like I said, easy to separate it. That's not a big problem. It's not a game changer.
Yeah, it's not
for
hard.
me.
You can see that it's coming apart. The thing that I noticed about this pasta too is that it is a little bit more stiff, al dente.
Al dente.
It's not real
al
soft.
Dente, yeah.
Like
but I imagine you could cook it a little longer, like another minute or so. I don't know. Don't take it from me. We are
don't try our recipes.
We're following our recipe verbatim here. So Debbie and Audrey and BG, if you have any ideas on the kind of pasta to use, because you can use any kind of noodle.
Okay.
Oh, that smells so good.
It smells crazy good, right?
Yes. Oh, cheese.
Yes, get that. So this isn't like normally what we would do is make spaghetti, put the spaghetti on there and some meatballs and pour the sauce on top. This isn't that kind of spaghetti, obviously. And
a really, really inexpensive meal. Like I said, if you go down your frozen food aisle and you buy your breadsticks and the meatball, the 32-ounce meatball, a packet of spaghetti, 2 jars of sauce, you've got dinner for 2 nights.
So you know what I'm going to do is I just put that lid back on there just to let the rest of that pasta just kind of sit in that hot bowl.
It's going to get gummy, isn't it?
No, it won't. We're only going to leave it like that.
I swear to God, Trav, if we go go out,
watch.
You could. Okay, I believe Audrey.
Yes, just don't cook for an extra minute or two.
Just cook for an extra minute or two. I love to use rotini or angel hair pasta. I thought of that. This is just some Parmesan cheese. And yesterday I ran into Sprouts really fast. Our friends Christian and Kimberly got married yesterday. So I went and bought a little...
Caitlin
and Kimberly got married yesterday. So I went and bought a little slice of carrot cake so that we could celebrate with them on their Zoom wedding. But anyways, I wasn't looking and I picked up a vegetarian Parmesan cheese. I've never had it before.
What makes it vegetarian?
I don't know.
It's not vegan.
No, it's not vegan. It's a vegetarian Parmesan cheese. But I would imagine any cheese is vegetarian. Right?
You would think, yes.
Because of the dairy.
Yeah, so I don't mind a little extra on that.
I'll
so
keep
you
going.
got that. Delicious. You guys, you don't understand how much it smells like an Italian restaurant in here. I'm
having lunch with my sister tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, Monica, I will bring you some of this so that it's all packed up and ready to go for your lunch so you can take lunch on Tuesday to work and your friends will be all jellyfish.
Rhea says it's how they process it.
How they process the cheese. Okay.
But isn't all cheese vegetarian cheese, though?
I don't know. I would imagine so because you can eat dairy, which I use for... Oh, okay. So it is the cheese making process that isn't vegetarian. If you're interested on how to make cheese, on salt, fat, acid, heat. She actually goes to Italy and they do this whole episode on cheese.
Yeah,
so I've got the avocado oil and the balsamic. There you go. What do you want to try first, Trav?
That looks really delicious. Well, I want to try one of those meatballs.
Okay. And we cut them in half on Friday to make sure that they were done. We really researched this. Going to Aldi's for my Instapot dinner after the show. It looks yummy. I love Aldi.
Very simple, you guys. It was a tablespoon of olive oil, 2 cups of water, a jar of the pasta sauce, spaghetti, 16 small meatballs, and
1 ounce meatballs.
Okay.
That's an average size.
Yeah, and
frozen.
And 20 minutes out of your day. It smells great in here. These breadsticks. You're going to show the people?
That's really hot.
Yeah, it looks a little hot. Let's wait for a moment
Let's
before
wait
I
on
shove
that.
that into my mouth.
You want to try salad?
Yeah, let me try the salad. Debbie says ricotta cheese is super easy to make in the Instapot, and it's not pressurized. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah?
I like balsamic vinaigrette.
I do too. Oh.
But if you're not a fan, you could use like a French or a Thousand Island or a blue cheese or something. What happened?
I don't know why I'm rinsing the fork. We live together. You're in my bubble. How was the dressing with the avocado oil? Did you taste anything different?
I don't think I taste the difference, no. Do you? You do?
It's not as heavy. And it's a little nutty.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty good. All right. You ready, my baby?
Yeah, that's been long enough. Wait for the moment.
You can also do, you can go get that dollar.
Here, let me have the fork.
Okay.
Because
that cheese
that
cheese is melting like regular cheese.
Yep.
Yummy.
Mm.
I don't know why I changed the fork out. When I did the chew.
That's an easy meal, you guys.
You liked it?
And it's really good.
Okay, I'm gonna try
I actually don't mind the. I don't mind the pasta a little stiffer. Not quite as soft. And it does taste better with
that
this.
That is really good.
With the Parmesan cheese on it. We didn't have that the other night.
Yeah. So some of the options you can do is you can do a turkey meatball. You can do, I don't know about a wheat spaghetti. I'm sure that if you did some digging into Google or Pinterest, you could find some different ideas for pastas. Hi, baby.
I'm going to try this.
Oh, yeah. Try the garlic bread.
You guys are jealous. Look. Very inexpensive, right? What would you say that this meal cost?
The salad, I picked up 2 for $5. I'm going to give you the breakdown for 2 meals, okay? Pick up 2 bags of salad, $5. Your dressing is already in your refrigerator. Any kind of cheese you have on hand. Ricotta, goat, blue cheese, whatever you have, if you even want cheese in your salad. Otherwise, your toppings and everything can come from there. So we're still at $5 for the salad.
For 2 meals.
For 2 meals.
Which
$5
will easily
for the
feed...
Hang on, babe. I'm not done.
Okay.
$5 for the 2 bags of salad.
Mm-hmm.
$5 for 2 of these for cherry tomatoes. So we're at 10. The spaghetti was $1 a package, and I only used half for each meal. Where are we at? 5, 10, 11.
Mm-hmm.
The meatballs were, I think the meatballs were $8.99.
Okay, let's just call it 10.
Okay. So where are we at?
30. Wait. 10, 11, and 10. Yeah.
So we're at 21?
21.
21. The sauce you can get for sometimes $1, $1.50. Let's say $2 to be safe.
Yeah.
What are we at? 23?
23.
And then the garlic bread. Let's just go with let's go with these garlic breads. I think they were $3.99. So $4. So 8. Add 8. What are we at?
Okay, 23 plus 8. Okay, we're at a little over 30. But then you have the olive oil, or the not only the olive oil, but the other oil, Parmesan cheese.
These are things you should have in your kitchen anyway, and just pull them out. I'm just talking about what you probably need to buy for this meal.
So let's just safely say about $30. This one meal would probably feed 4 people easily.
4 people easily.
We didn't have to make all those breadsticks. If it was just us two, I
wouldn't
have made the whole. I wouldn't have made the whole thing because she doesn't eat a lot of bread. I would probably eat all of that bread. So as a smart move, I wouldn't make all of that. But since we're going to share this afternoon, we made it all. So I think, per meal, we could feed about 9 or 10 people on about $30, which is really tasty.
Or your family of 4, 2 nights. Who doesn't love spaghetti on a second night?
That's
for
really
$15. Pack it up and send it with somebody for lunch. So, this salad is good with this oil. I loved it.
Yep. Okay.
Now remember,
that was a success, right?
Such a success. Ha ha, bitch! I got ya. Please remember that we're down to our last 2 shows. Our podcast will be on Tuesday, where we're talking with Nancy Thurston Huggins and David Huggins, who are amazing stunt people, and they're a lot of fun to listen to, and their stories are pretty spectacular. And if you're fans of Mission Impossible and Charmed and CSI and
Debbie Seabay commercials,
you've seen them. So, and then our very last show will be all about you. We'll be running pictures. We'll be running. You let us know what you liked, whether it was the dog treat recipe or the.
So, did you ask them? Can you guys send your photos to us?
Yeah. Well, do they have photos?
Yeah, we can have them send photos. Our viewers.
Yeah, we would love that.
I'd love to show you guys photos, because a lot of times you guys, it's just a face to the name, and we've been saying your names for a year. Mm-hmm. So would love to see you guys. If you want to send a photo, we'll put it up.
And somebody sent photos of what they made. Yep. Loretta, who couldn't join us today, she sent pictures, a lovely letter about learning how to cook, and it's her new hobby. And she sent pictures of her with her mom, feeding her mom and her family. And then Scott sent a picture of his Sloppy Joes. I think a couple people sent pictures of Sloppy Joes. Yeah, take that, you bitch, huh, Sandra?
Oh my God, so angry.
Bane of my existence. Now I'm not.
Thank you to my dad, my Uncle Joe, all of you guys that join us every week and for the past year.
Yes. Tony Townsend hasn't missed an episode.
I don't think he ever has. And he's the first one at just about every episode.
And then he plays with Debbie. That's so funny. Yeah. Anyways, we love you very much. If you have an opportunity to get the vaccine, please get one. Remember, even though you have the vaccine, there's a lot of nutty people out there. And so, double mask. Make sure your mask works, not under your nose. Wear it the way you would wear your underwear. Cover everything. Stay soapy. Stay soapy. Lysol is no longer something sold on the black market. Go ahead and pick one up or 2. We have new messages. I'm trying to... Can I not do it? Aww.
Yeah, I'm trying to move. You're in my way. And
we're fighting a lot. Everybody's sending us love, and we're like... This was good. We're gonna miss you guys!
I think I'm hangry. I think that's what it is.
Okay, let's get you fed. Alright, we love you guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you on Tuesday with our famous Stunt People show. And then don't forget, next Sunday, please join us.
For our very last show.
For our very last show with comments and pictures. Send us pictures, letters. We'll take it all because we love you guys and we can't wait to see you.
Cooking with Debbie and friends. Cooking with Debbie and friends. Big arms.
That was good.
That food is really tasty.
I didn't get to try the meatball. Is it delish?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Try.
Yum. I gotta call my sister. I'm gonna make her.
So many people. We love you guys.
Which tastes like the spaghetti my mom used to make.
Oh, that's